Okay, hey friends, welcome. We are back. Now you're going to find this a little funny. Yes, I'm at my shipper out here in Hood River. Last time I left you, I was making my way after I delivered my firewood load to here. However, that happened last week. What you're seeing now is a week later, but we're coincidentally at the same place I was supposed to be loading at. That footage that I picked up and down to San Luis, I didn't like it, I scrapped it. So hopefully things will look a lot better this time around. But coincidentally, we're at the same place we were loading, so you really didn't lose anything or miss anything. So I am in Hood River. I'm at the shipper, and I am obviously completely by myself. There is nobody else here. There isn't even any employees here, and I just kind of clicked and put two and two together. It's Sunday, Ray. No one's going to be here. So it's very, very nice, very peaceful here. And yeah, so the load that I took down to San Luis, everything worked okay. It just wasn't really any kind of coverage that was really special, so I scrapped it, like I said. And I think the weather heading the other way is going to be a little bit different. I think it's supposed to snow in some areas, and at other areas it's supposed to be really sunny. But here we are, and like I said, all by myself. And I haven't eaten a lot today. I started my day today in Prosser, Washington. That was going back to... So what happened? Delivered to Mexico, made my way to Nogales, picked up a load in Nogales, made my way back down to Langley, Surrey, Langley, delivered at Loblaws, and but I started my day out in Prosser, Washington, made my way to Loblaws, switched trailers, or should I say dropped my trailer at Loblaws, grabbed and emptied over at the yard, and now I'm here. So my general manager was able to swap or switch loads, or should I say give me a return. I can't even say anything, sorry guys, to give me a to enable me to turn right away. There you go. I was able to do a reset when I was in Nogales, and I called him up and said, hey, if you want me to turn when I get back in, I can do that. And he says, yeah. So that's what I did. I turned. So my hours are all up because fortunately we're on our ag exempt now, picking up a load, and we'll be on that until we get past La Grande, Oregon, I believe it is. Or no, it's not La Grande. Once we get past Pendleton, get up to Pendleton. But anyway, that doesn't matter. All that matters is that I'm here, and I can get loaded first thing in the morning. And I haven't eaten anything today. I am extremely hungry. So today, friends, I'm going to show you a little meal preparation, or not meal preparation. I'm going to show you, basically, I have some fish that I bought at Costco. It's breaded, and it's good, really good. And I'm going to cook that in my air fryer. It's raw. It's not just, it doesn't need to be heated. We're going to cook it, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to use an air fryer in the truck. And yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. So let's make some dinner. Okay, as you can see here on my passenger seat, I've got my briefcase. This is where I usually keep most of my important stuff, so whenever I have to go anywhere, I can just take it with me. I bought this cutting board at Walmart, as you can see. Perfect place to put anything that might get hot. I don't want to have that on my briefcase, because if it gets hot, I don't know if it'll damage that. I think I'm better off to put it like this. There, that's a good place. And then I put my air fryer, which I just have right below the seat there, right here. And the cord is long enough to reach over to my power bar, which is right here. And she's all powered up, and as you can see, that's a good sized basket. Like, look at that. I don't have a small hand either. And look at that. I can stretch my hand out perfectly. I think this is like I think it's a 5-quart. I don't have the liner for it yet. I know you can get liners, but you have basically this, I guess that's a grease pan that you can use. And look at that. That's still a really big area there. So put that in here. And now what we need is our fish that's going to go in there. So basically, let's pull this tray out. And the thing I like about this thing too is it actually has a see-through basket. So you can actually see through it. So you can see what's cooking, how it's making out. So as you can tell, you can see my hand through here, which is kind of nice. And it does, as you see later, it lights up quite nice. Now this is a really, really big tray. So this is my fish that I get at Costco, which I'm trying to remember. I think it's like 22 bucks or something for a box of this or a bag of this. And I can easily get, this is my, I think, is this my 3rd time using? I think this is the 3rd time I'm cooking this. So, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's 4 of them left in the bag here. So that'll be a nice side dish. That's basically all I want there. It's probably going to be all I need. If I want a snack after that, I'll munch on something else. But that should be good. I'm going to add one more. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything today at all. Now this particular air fryer is called a Chefman, and it is 1,000 watts. And as you'll see, it has, it's actually quite amazing. This entire basket is basically the size of the unit itself. So I can pretty well, I put this thing right in between my seats, right along the passenger seat. It doesn't get in my way. I never end up kicking it. However, I have to start the truck. I definitely don't want to run this with the truck not running, because it does take 1,000 watts, and I don't know, I just don't want to take a chance of something happening where it ends up popping a fuse. So this is fish. Now the favorite I have, or basically what I have in here already set. Now, like again, this is a Chefman. I think this is a 4, I think this might be a 5-quart. It's actually quite big. So it's set for 15 minutes at 400 Fahrenheit. So we just fire it up, and as you'll see, it gets warm in there. Don't you like that? Isn't that really cool how you can actually see what's going on in there? So that's going to go for about 15 minutes, and then when it gets about to the halfway point, a little thing is going to come on that says shake, and I guess that enables you to shake it around. I guess that's more or less made in case you have French fries. You can cook French fries in here. You can cook really anything in here, but today I'm just cooking some fish. So we're going to let that cook for a little bit, and then yeah, it's good 15 minutes, and I usually let this go 20-25 minutes because I like my fish a little bit crispy. Yeah, so basically paper plates is what I use. They are biodegradable, so I try to make sure I buy stuff that is environmentally friendly. And as for cutlery, I just use regular knives and forks. I wash it, and then I like I said before, I put it in my freezer, and then it literally, if there's anything on it, it freezes it really well and disinfects everything. So I have a little tartar sauce that I'm going to probably have with this, because who does not love tartar sauce with your fish? Am I going to have another dish with this? Probably not. I'm really tired tonight. I started my day at 5:30 this morning, so I'm pretty tired. So and I've been driving non-stop. I haven't even stopped for anything to eat or anything, and I can already smell that cooking. So basically craft craft tartar sauce. I know you can make homemade tartar sauce. I don't really eat it enough to have to make my own, and besides, sometimes it's really difficult to try to prep things in your truck, especially when you have limited space to do it. So I use a little bit of this. I don't have any vinegar. I should have bought vinegar. I didn't even think about that. I don't have any vinegar. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. But have you noticed something? How quiet that thing is? You can't even hear it. You can't hear anything. I mean, obviously I've got the motor running right now in the truck. I can hear it just faintly. But it is a nice unit. So basically it's a Chefman. It's 1,000 watts. I'm not getting anything to promote this, but I don't mind sharing what I've learned, because if somebody else can benefit from this, that's awesome. That is no more wattage than my microwave, and it runs beautifully. And when you have the motor running, you know, I only have it running for about 15 minutes while I'm cooking it, just to make sure I don't, like I said, I pop any fuses. You really don't notice any kind of a drain on this, on the power system with this thing. So here is a button over here that says, what does it say again? I think that'll actually increase. Watch this. Let's wait for it to get on the temp. See, look at that. It put it to 450. It's called the fast fry. So now it just increased the power to 450. So it'll cook it a little bit quicker. Now it's telling me, because we're at the halfway point pretty well, I can pull it out and shake it, but there's nothing really to shake. So I'm not going to bother with that. But if you had French fries in there, or you want a steak and you want another thing you can do instead of shaking it, you just open it up, you flip your steak upside down, or your chicken, or whatever it is you're cooking in here. One of these days I'm gonna actually try cooking grilled cheese sandwiches in there, like a grilled cheese toast. I think that would be really amazing. Some of you might be wondering, well, how much is this unit? Actually, I think I paid about 80 bucks Canadian for this, or maybe it was 90 bucks Canadian. And to me, that's worth it, because you can cook your food in a microwave all you want, but it's not the same. Your microwave oven dries stuff out, and it does the job, but this is like a convectional oven, basically a mini convectional oven. So I know you can get these online. So yeah, like I said, it's about under 100 bucks Canadian, so probably American is probably called 60 bucks, 70 bucks. I love the fact that it's compact. I love the fact that it's so easy to use, and what's even better, it's so easy to clean. Once you're done with it, you take, unless you got something that you're making that has got grease spitting everywhere, you might have to take the basket out once it's cooled down and wipe everything down in the inside. That I would do if I had to. I probably would do that anyway, maybe once every couple months or something. I don't use it every day. I use it maybe once a week, because I have other food that I can make. And yeah, the maintenance on it is pretty simple. Yeah, today I was over at the Loves in Prosser, and I took the thing out and brought it by the sink where they, that's near the coffee machines and everything. And I asked the lady if I could rinse it out. She goes, "Oh, go ahead." And it was like 5-minute job, and it was done. And usually when I cook on my grill, or it's like a hot plate frying pan grill that you plug in. You guys have seen it before. That's a little bit more. You're outside, you're cooking it, grease is spitting everywhere. Then you gotta try to clean it with soap and water, and then you gotta put everything away. This is so much easier. So I see myself using my grill, or girdle, or grill, or whatever you want to call it, maybe on a nice sunny day where I have lots of time and I want to just get that outdoor feeling of cooking something. But this is doing the job. I'm really happy I bought this. And I can really smell that. So right now it's at 2 minutes and 38 seconds. And this is another thing that's really cool. Watch this. As soon as I pull this thing out, it stops. Oh my goodness, does that ever smell good? And then as soon as you put it back in, it continues. You don't even have to turn on. I heard the truck, maybe the idle go down just a little bit when that turned on. So it barely has any strain whatsoever on the motor. But as you can see, or on the batteries rather, it's probably a good recommendation to run this while you're running your truck. You just don't want to risk blowing a fuse or heating up your wiring or anything. And because I have it plugged into my inverter, it's in a really thick extension cord, there's really no strain whatsoever on the electrical in the truck, or I wouldn't use it at all. I did try using an air fryer that was 1400 watts. Right away I popped the fuse on the inverter. So I thought, oh, that's no good, I can't use that now. But it was a bit of a disappointment, but it is what it is. Okay, so we're down to the last 10 seconds here. And I do believe it has a cooling feature, I think. So once it counts down, it ends. Maybe it was cooling down, maybe it doesn't, maybe I have it set on something different. All right, let's check this out. I don't have a lot of light here. Look at that. Oh man, does that ever look good. Now the big test is it cooked? I let it go for about 15, 16, 17, about 22 minutes. And the reason why I let it get that long, because it is fish, I want to make sure it's cooked properly. You can't, I mean, I guess I could have taken the fork and checked to see if it was done. But from the last 2 times I've cooked my fish, I can pretty well tell it's about 22 minutes to cook this at about 400 with a 450 boost for about maybe 3 or 4 minutes. So let's see what it tastes like. Wow, that is cooked to perfection. That is really, really nice. A little bit of tartar sauce, a little salt and pepper. Mwah. So there you go, guys. It's that simple to use that air fryer. Maybe the next time around I'll cook a steak in there and I'll show you what that's like. But in the meantime, it's been a long day. I'm just gonna chow down and relax for the rest of the night. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning. I'm just enjoying a cup of coffee while I wait for my pickup number, because I made it here on Sunday. The broker or the customer was not open to get a pickup number, or maybe they weren't open on the weekend, but he was unable to get a pickup number from my general manager. So I've got to wait until I get that pickup number before I can check in here. And the loading process here, once they get everything ready on the floor, which usually takes an hour, then it takes them about 20 minutes to load you. So it's roughly almost an hour and a half process when you get in here. But there's nobody else here but me, so I really hope I get that pickup number soon. It's really unusual that there's nobody here but me. No other trucks of any company here. But I got a feeling when that pickup number shows up, everybody else is going to show up, and it's going to take me half the day to get out of here. No, I'm not trying to be a negative Nelly, but I know the way it works. If you're early, you have to wait. If you're late, you end up being rushed. You know the way it is. So anyway, I wanted to officially start off this trip with a prayer, if you guys would like to join me. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you so much for this opportunity to do this job, to do these videos, and to be so blessed to work for a company like Key West Express. I really do feel blessed, and I feel amazingly blessed that we're moving as much as we are. We get to see the countryside we do, and I get to interact with so many amazing people every day that watch our channel. And I just want to ask you, Lord, to please watch over me and keep me safe on the road to get to my destination today. Would you watch over that I would make my destination back home? So into Nogales and back, providing that's still the load I have. And I ask, Lord, that you would bless everybody watching this video right now and praying along with me. And may everything I do, say, and think today bring you glory. And please watch over my granddaughters, my grandsons, and my entire family. They know who they are. In Yeshua's name, amen. Amen. Alright friends, I'm all done here. I went and weighed myself, and looks like I got to slide my axles about 3 more pins. Slide the bogies forward 3 more pins, but I can't seem to do it because the wheels aren't locking up. Which means when I roll back and forth, I have brakes there, but it's not enough to hold the trailer while it slides. Which tells me I gotta stop somewhere and get my brakes adjusted, because I can't drive all the way down there like that. So I'm gonna have to go to Love's or something and see if they can do it. So I know there's a few of them en route, and we do have an account at Love's, so that's kind of nice. So right now I think I'm at 34,340 on the drives, which is okay because we have the exemption with the APU in most states. Not in California though. So I'm gonna have to, I want to be able to slide it 3 more pins, and that's gonna put me that's going to put me probably just under 34,000 rather. But I can't adjust them right now because it won't let me, because the whole trailer is moving. So that's not helping. So, and you need to make sure that your brakes and everything. I know you're probably thinking, well, why didn't you check that before you left the yard? Well, I did. You do a tug test and everything. It's really easy for those brakes to hold the trailer when there's nothing in it. But once you got weight like this, then you really can tell. And I looked at the slack adjusters, and they all seem to look fine. So it could just be, I mean, we can't adjust them because we're not certified to adjust any of the brakes. We're not legally allowed to do it anyway. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'll stop at a Love's and see if they can do some adjusting for me.
Drifting away.
over here at the Loves in Baker City. They're going to take a look at my brakes. Fortunately, they're not extremely busy right now. I guess they had 3 customers they were working on, and they're all finished at the same time. So I showed up here right in time. So I'm just waiting for them to open up the door. And hopefully it's not a big, hopefully it's nothing major. But I'm just feeling a little under the weather right now. Not feeling my best. So I'm thinking, I'm wondering if I should go much further, if I should, maybe I might go further and go to Ontario and park it there. I still got, I don't know how much further that is away. But being delayed over there in Hood River didn't help this situation. So, yeah, Huntington, TA is 52 minutes or 52 miles away. I might do that. I might go that route. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is 6:51, or is it 7:51? I don't even know what time zone I'm in right now. We're almost into the other time zone. Just had a really good shower this morning. Feel like a new car. Yeah, no, I feel really good. It's so funny, you get up when it's this cold out. I mean, it's only -7, but still, you get up, you make your way to the shower, and you're like, please let it be warm in that shower. Because sometimes you go to these truck stops, and yeah, they have a shower and everything, but it's not really heated. Well, it's heated, but not as warm as you would like a shower. So what I normally do is I go in, and I turn the shower on hot, and I let it steam up the room like a sauna. And that warms it up in there. And yeah, I know it was really good to get a good shower. I love taking my shower. For some people like to take their showers during the day. I don't like fighting with that. My favorite time to take a shower is first thing in the morning, before anybody even gets in there. Like when I went in there this morning, there wasn't even any drivers even getting coffee. It was like 5:30. And it was nice. You're always guaranteed a shower that early in the morning. So, so as for last night, I think what the guy did was he went underneath there and he put a bunch of WD-40 in there to help me slide those axles. But apparently all my brakes and everything are good. So when I get back to the shop, I'm going to let the trailer guy know that we really need to lubricate these rails, because I've had this issue with a few of our trailers, and I think they just need to get in there and lube those rails a little better. Or you can get these little rail pads that you can put in there, but I don't know how long those would last. But I think just lubricating them would be good. Put some good grease in there and slide them back and forth. Yeah, it's going to take a little time to do that. But it really does avoid like a service call like this, where, well, I had to go. I went into the service call, but you know what I mean. It cost them a little bit of money because Loves isn't going to do that for free. And yeah, I guess I could have went under there and tried to do that, but I could not slide it. And the floor in their shop, it's a slip-resistant floor, obviously for reasons so they don't slip and fall if there's grease on the floor. I mean, it's a really nice concrete floor they have in their shop. You could literally, like if you were to run a little bit and then try to slide even a little bit on your bare feet, you'd fall on your face. There's no slippery feel to that floor at all. It's like a texture. So those tires, after they lubed it, they just grip that floor beautifully. On the regular asphalt, wouldn't work. So I had to do that anyway. I wanted to make sure that the brakes weren't causing an issue. If the brakes weren't 100%, if they weren't working properly, there's no way I'm going to go all the way to Nogales with it like that. 2 reasons. Safety, obviously, and second, you get pulled into an inspection and they check that. You know, the company's looking at a hit to their profile if there's something wrong. So, as drivers, we are responsible for the equipment that we haul around with us and drive. We are also responsible to make sure that it's in good working order, and if we're having an issue, it needs to be fixed while we're out there. That way, it's better for everybody, not only the driver, but the company and everybody around you, right? So, yeah, Baker City is where we're climbing out of, and as you can see, it's going to be another spectacular day. I checked the long-range weather forecast. Looks good. Looks like it's going to be nice. They're expecting snow just south of Vegas on the higher peaks, but it won't affect me at all, which is kind of interesting. You look in the map and you see the whole area, and that one little spot's expecting snow. You're like, that is quite interesting. You don't see that very often in that area. But anyway, there you have it. All right, friends, let's move forward. And yeah, my destination today will probably be Basin Foods over there in Alamo. But if I can get to Apex, I'm going to get there. That would give me a little bit more leeway tomorrow, but we'll see what we can do. There's really nowhere to park between Alamo and Apex, where that Love's is on the 93-15 split. The junction there, between there and Alamo, there's not too many choices on where you can pull over. So we'll see what we can do. Hopefully we can get to Apex. Made it to Alamo, and this is where I'm going to be shutting down for the night, because I don't think I'm going to have enough time to get to the Love's. I may be able to get there with like a minute to spare, but then again, then you got to hunt around for a parking spot, and the only option at that place when it gets full is a big empty lot, a big lot in the very, very back, and I don't want to be parking in a big lot like that. There's no lights back there, there's no cameras, and it's a perfect opportunity for someone to siphon your fuel. So I'd rather go here and leave an hour earlier if I have to tomorrow, because it's only an hour away to get to North Las Vegas there. It's only an hour from here. And I'm shutting down early enough here where I should be able to, yeah, I should be able to get up pretty early if I want and head out. I probably will get up as early as I can just to get through Vegas before rush hour. And I may be able to get inspected tomorrow. I don't know if I'll get it delivered, because by the time I get there tomorrow, it might be a little, it'll take about 8 or 9 hours to get down there. And then that'll leave me 2 hours left. And usually the inspection and the paperwork combined is, yeah. Ooh, they cut the trees back here. Excellent. They cut the trees back here. That is awesome. That way the trucks aren't banging into the branches. Yeah. I do like parking here, but you know what? I might just park in the regular spot over there. Well, there's nobody on this. This may be ideal. Let me see here. I usually like parking right here, but I can get real tight in here now because they cut all those branches out. So let's see how close we can get in here and get out of the way. I don't want to block this little entrance here to the creek. Or, you know, another place I could park? I think I know another place. I don't like blocking this little entrance here to the creek because people that still live in this park or this trailer park here, yeah, you know what? I know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to be courteous and not park there tonight because I don't want to block. And the reefer might be a bit noisy for the people that are actually trying to relax. I could park right there, but somebody might park right here and box me in. It happens all the time. Drivers do it all the time. They box you in, they don't care. And then, yeah. That's a royal pain. Well, I stopped here in Parker to have my 30-minute break. It's pretty well done now. Just made some crackers with a little peanut butter in between. Gives you a little bit of a sugar boost, protein, and crackers. I'd rather do that than buy some other junk. I'm trying to really do away with a lot of sugar in my system. I know that has sugar in it, but I don't have it all the time. However, these look solid, frozen. I'm gonna make steak tonight. Hopefully these are still good. These have been in my freezer for a while, but I'm assuming they'll still be good. So hopefully we can thaw this by the time we get to where we're going. And I can throw these in my air fryer later. If not, I may be doing something else. Maybe I'll get rid of some of this ice that's on here already. But we'll see what happens. I still have 6 hours to drive, so, or 5.5 hours to drive. So I may be able to thaw it out. In the meantime, I will, yeah, just kind of leave it there. All right. I wonder where would be a good spot to thaw this. Probably on the dash. Why not, eh? Then I could put my defrost on if I want. Maybe. All right. Shall we move? It's not a bad day out here. It's 18 Celsius out here. A little cooler than it usually is out in this neck of the woods. They've had that cold front that came through, and I bet you a lot of the snowbirds are wondering, what's the deal? I came out here for some really nice weather, and now we got to deal with the weather they normally get. Places like BC, but oh well, that does happen once in a while. But this is still nice. You can still walk around in a sweat, you know, a shirt. It's not that bad out there right now. Especially if you're inside and the sun is shining through the windows, it feels like it's a lot warmer out there. So I will be going through the Phoenix area. The only unfortunate, you know what? I may not go that route. And the reason why I'm saying that is because that Interstate 10 is terrible. It really is. It is just such a bumpy ride. But I may take it anyway. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Sometimes you have to drive in the left lane, and a lot of people don't like that. But you know what? I'd rather that than lose half of everything inside of my truck. I'm not kidding you. It's that rough, that road. It's really bad. Most of the drivers drive in the fast lane. They don't sit in the granny lane because that's where all the damage is, obviously from the past trucks that have driven that route. And for whatever reason, Arizona does not want to fix that highway. Yeah, but that's the way it is. All right, onward we go on the Arizona 95.
So you thought you had to keep this up, all the work that you do. So we think that you're good, and you can't believe it's not enough. All the walls you build up are just glass on the outside. So let them fall down. There's freedom waiting in the sound. When you let your walls fall to the ground, we're here now. This is where the healing begins. Oh, this is where the healing starts. When you come to where you're broken within, the light meets the dark. All your fear, so you hide, but you find that the shame won't disappear. So let it fall down. There's freedom waiting in the sound. When you let your walls fall to the ground, we're here now. This is where the healing begins.
Well, I'm parked. Tomorrow morning I'll go take my paperwork in over at the inspection facility over here, which is just over there. And hopefully everything goes well across the border. In the meantime, I am making some food. We're making a couple steaks in our air fryer. Look at this. Doesn't that look yummy? So all I really did, let's see if I can, you're not going to be able to see a lot. Oh, maybe a little bit. Listen to that sizzle. Come on, get in there. That's the nice thing about this air fryer. You open it up, it turns off. And once you push it back in, it will, yeah, it turns back on. So we're giving it a nice cook here. I like mine well done. I have to check the inside of it, but and then we're going to make a couple potatoes for the side, and that's what we're kind of eating tonight. Not much to show you on preparation, because basically you pull the air fryer out, and I preheat it a little bit for about 5 or 10 minutes to get it hot in there, and then you just put your steaks in, put your salt, your pepper, whatever seasoning you want on, a little bit of butter on the top of it, and then I just put it in and set it for 20 minutes. And halfway through that, flip them over, and then now it wants me to turn them over again, so maybe I will. Okay, how easy this will be. Okay, smells pretty darn good though. There you go. So I'm just gonna finish this and then have a bite to eat. and then probably get to bed early tonight, because I did get up at 3:30 this morning. I was pretty tired when I got up this morning, but I managed to wake up, and I did pretty good today. I really did. I really had a lot of energy today. I'll tell you a little secret. Last night when I was at Alamo, I went into the store in there, and this is normally what I do. I go walk around, see what sales and what deals are on, and one of them was I went to look in the ice cream section, and I really have a weakness for ice cream. And my favorite ice cream that's in there was not on sale. It was still outrageously priced, but there was other ice cream in there that was a lot lower priced. And it's not bad ice cream. And it had one of my favorite flavors in there, maple walnut or maple. And also the chocolate milk was on sale. And you turn around and the lemon pie is on sale. Everything's on sale. I'm like, get me out of here. You know what I walked out of there with? A bottle of lemon juice. Bottle of lemon juice to put on my fish when I cooked it last night. I didn't walk out with anything. So I was really, really happy with myself that I was able to say no to that. No sugar, nothing. I was really, really excited about that. You know what? I've got honey. If I really have a sugar craving, I'll take a teaspoon and take a teaspoon of honey or something. But I felt so much better when I woke up this morning. I didn't feel weird. I didn't feel stuffed. Because normally that's what happens. You stop at a place like that, you get all those goodies, you have your dinner, stuff yourself with, lunch or if I can just say it, dessert, and then in the morning you don't sleep very well, and then in the morning you wake up not feeling the greatest. But I felt great this morning, and I'm really glad I made that choice. So anyway, again, just going to finish my cooking my steaks, and then I'll have that, and then relax for the rest of the night. Well, friends, we're going to stop it right here. Please subscribe if you haven't yet already, like the video, and share it with someone who you think might benefit from this, who might enjoy this. Maybe another truck driver or somebody that just can't get out. Thank you so much for joining me, and bless you all in the name of Yeshua. Until next time, bye for now.